Good morning, everybody. No wheel and deal today as we have some guests in the studio, and they're from the Clinton area Showboat Theater, and their opening show is tonight with Sister Act. We've got a couple of the sisters here with us, and James Beaudry, and welcome, James. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having us back.
Oh, you bet. It's always a fun afternoon or fun hour, half hour, whatever, however long we talk. But yeah, we're glad to have you guys back. Now, let me read my notes here. Kris Lyons, and she will be playing Deloris Van Cartier. Is that right?
Yes,
okay.
as in Cartiers.
All right. And Megan Grace Ludwig, and Megan plays Sister Mary Robert. Mm-hmm. And so you guys all psyched up, ready to go?
I am so excited.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's tonight.
Yeah.
It came up fast.
It
but
feels
we're
like
excited.
just yesterday I got here.
Yeah.
And we are already putting up a show that's opening today.
And the next one's in 2 weeks.
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's a non-stop all summer long.
Yes, yes. Like
And,
a ball that never stops rolling.
Yeah. Keeps you,
Keeps on your
Keeps
toes.
sharp.
On your
Yeah,
toes.
it does. Keeps
That's
you
right.
sharp.
That's right. Well, James, we've got a good summer lined up.
Yeah.
If you want to maybe, now I know we've got these Follies coming up, so I do want to make sure we get that
Right.
in. And that will be Tuesday?
The Follies, opening Follies is Tuesday night at 7:30 at the Showboat, and this is a concert evening for our fans to meet our cast for the season, and they're all going to be singing a song from their repertoire, and just giving us a little bit more information about them so we can to know them as people and not just as characters.
Yeah.
The people who will be with us this summer. So a lot of fun. So you can get tickets for the Follies through our website, clintonshowboat.org, or through the box office.
Okay.
And it's a great evening. So come out and join us for that.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of them, and they are pretty interesting and fun. A lot of neat songs that people pull out, so looking forward to that. Now, Sister Act opens up tonight, and if folks, we hope you've all got your opening night tickets. No show Friday because of the finally Friday.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. So we open tonight. We're back Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. No show tomorrow night. There's a lot going on at Riverview Park, so we got to share the park with our friends and neighbors.
Yeah.
So we don't have a performance Friday night, but then we're back next week, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and close Sunday afternoon on the 12th.
Okay. Our next show after that is Calendar Girls.
Calendar Girls, yeah, and it's a really wonderful play about these women who are part of the Women's Institute, which is a women's club in the UK, and it's based on a true story of one of those clubs, and they would always do an annual calendar for fundraising, and they decided to do a racy calendar to raise money to improve some services at the local hospital. So they took a big risk. And they ended up raising a ton of money, and it was this huge worldwide phenomenon of these middle-aged and senior citizen ladies in a racy calendar to raise money for a good cause. So it's a play about their friendships, and it's very funny, and about the process of making that calendar. There is no actual nudity, so you don't have to worry about that, but a really great play with women of a certain age who are also the big ticket buyers of theater. So we're really thrilled with that and the cast we have coming in.
Yeah, I remember seeing the movie many years ago.
With Helen Mirren. About 20 years ago almost now.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Have you seen Sister Act, the movie?
Which one?
Sister Act?
Yes, I have. I was going to mention that once I started calendar. No, that's
I'm sorry,
Let
jump
me
in.
no, it rolled into my mind. So I do want to get to that. Yeah, Sister Act, hilarious. Now, I don't remember a whole lot about it because it has been
30 years for
years.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Since that movie came out.
Yeah, but a good show, lots of laughs, some good music that people will recognize, some oldies, and then some of the regular songs of the show.
Yeah, so the musical, they've written new songs.
Okay.
So it's not exactly the same as the movie, but Alan Menken, who did all of the music to Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and Little Mermaid, that's what people know him the most for, did the score for this. So new songs, a lot of Catholic Latin influence also, as far as that goes, but really, really great music in kind of a throwback style that people will love.
Okay, yeah, we'll get into some of the music here in a little bit, but let me just kind of keep going through your schedule. State Fair.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Big show, opening June 30th. It's a Rodgers and Hammerstein show. It's one of the only Rodgers and Hammerstein comedies. They usually have a sort of dramatic angle to their shows. And it takes place in Iowa, and it's about the Iowa State Fair in 1946. Megan is also one of the stars in that.
Yeah.
And I love this show. I was able to direct it at Timberlake almost 20 years ago. Whoa. And I know, time flies when you're having fun in the Midwest. And it's so much about people who are living in rural places or adjacent rural places, in celebrating them and celebrating Iowa and all of the fair culture, the way that people prepare for 4-H or to enter things to win ribbons. And it's also just about a family reconnecting and kind of growing up and seeing what's going to come next after the fair, with amazing songs. And we got some local talent in that too. And that's running for 3 weekends, so do not miss that.
All right, big cast then.
Yes, we still, because we're a union theater company, we still have to follow a lot of COVID protocols still, and testing and all that. So it's not a huge cast, but we are supplementing it with local performers and some kids from the area, as much as we can manage with all of those protocols that we have to follow still.
Yeah, you'll do fine.
Yeah.
Now, I've never seen State Fair that I can think of, so I'm looking forward to that.
It was a film first in the 40s, and then they remade it in the 60s with Anne Margaret. And then it didn't become a stage musical until the 90s. So they took a lot of Rodgers and Hammerstein hits and added them into the show from other musicals. So it also feels more contemporary than a lot of the Rodgers and Hammerstein shows, because it's newer and it's a little shorter too. So you get the best of all worlds with that.
Okay. Also coming up this summer, end of July 21 through 31, The Wedding Singer. Another show that many people are going to be familiar with.
Right. Yet another show that was a movie first. There's 4 of them in this season, but what are you going to do? So, it's based on the Adam Sandler movie from the 90s. Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore starred in it as these sort of down on their luck waitress and wedding singer who work at a banquet hall in New Jersey at the height of the Reagan era, with big hair and bangs to the ceiling and all of those 80s cliches that now we look back with horror on, but we can laugh at, back in this show. But what's amazing about the show is that it's actually a really, really beautifully written love story between two people who are kind of down on their luck. And so you have all these laughs about the 80s, but I mean, I cry every time I hear the last song in the show because it's so beautiful. And so really, you're just going to go out feeling like anything is possible and anybody could fall in love with you at any minute. And that's a good feeling. So Wedding Singer, end of July. Yeah.
Yep. And your final show, August 4th through the 14th, is The World Goes Round. So a lot of us haven't heard of that.
Yeah. But, so The World Goes Round is a review. So it feels like a concert evening of song and dance, and it's the songs of John Kander and Fred Ebb. And most people don't know who they are by name, but they know their music. So they wrote songs like New York, New York, All That Jazz. They wrote the score to Chicago, to Cabaret. So we know their songs, and their songs have become standards in musical theater and by people like Frank Sinatra and Liza Minnelli and, the great American song book singers of the 20th century. So wonderful evening of great musical theater songs, and kind of tied around the theme that no matter what happens in the world and in life, you can get back up and try again, which is why it's called The World Goes Round.
Sounds like it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, beautiful music, wonderful cast for that.
Yeah. Also, children's theater.
Children's theater. Yeah, we've got 2 shows for young people this year. The first is Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, the musical, which is based on the award-winning children's book, also called Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, which now I'm in my early 40s now, so I haven't read a lot of children's literature lately, but we have parents coming in and buying tickets who are so excited because their kids love this book. And we are partnering with the Des Moines Playhouse on these puppets, and I've seen the puppets for like the characters because it's a pigeon. So the puppets are, I would pay twice the admission price just to come and see the puppets in the office, so I can't wait to see it on stage. It's so much fun. And that's performed by our Deckhand Company, which is made up of teens from around the region who are amazing and just, you don't want to miss that. That's at the Showboat. It runs the second week of Calendar Girls, so I think the 22nd of June through the 26th.
Okay.
I might be off by a day on that, but you can find it on our website.
All right.
And then the second show is also based on an award-winning best-selling children's book called Dragons Love Tacos.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love tacos? I know, R.I.P. Taco John's. And then Dragons Love Tacos is a play with music, so it's about what happens when you give dragons tacos. With like amazing song and dance sequences of dragons eating tacos, and what else is there to say? But so much fun, also based on the children's book, and so that is going to run at the Vernon Cook Theater at the high school during the last week of State Fair, and then we also have our week-long teen workshop, our week-long youth workshop, and all of this information is on our website if you're interested in dates. And this year, we're doing a participatory theater event for a week-long workshop. So instead of just putting on a show that they create at the end of the week, we're gonna do 4 more performances of Dragons Love Tacos with all of the kids involved in the workshop being in the show. So it's a really cool new model, so that they get to experience the full production of being in a show and what that's like, but in a nurturing educational space, so that any anxieties that they might have will be calmed, because it'll just be part of the classwork. But I think a lot of fun for family members to come see that as well.
Okay, and again, those are filled with local kids.
Yeah, so the Deckhand Company will be performing Dragons Love Tacos when we do it for the public, and then they will work with all of the students in our week-long educational workshop to sort of expand the show and accommodate anybody who wants to be part of it.
Yeah.
So
it draws more interest for them for next year too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's I think it's a little bit more meaningful as far as theater education, because classes are great and super important, but for the kids to leave and be able to look at something and go, that's a production that exists in the world and we were part of that, is really special. Yeah.
Good. Now that takes care of most of the shows coming up.
Yeah, I think so. There's another Follies at the end of the season, but we have time for that.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
In a month or so.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to Sister Act and find out a little bit more about a couple of the characters here that are with us this morning. Kris Lyons. Again, Kris plays Deloris Van Cartier. Okay. And then Megan Grace Ludwig. She is Sister Mary Robert. And let's see, you are going to Western Michigan?
Yes,
okay.
I do go to Western.
You're still going there?
I'll be a senior this year.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
Now, have you been out and about doing shows like this before?
Here at the Showboat. This is my first summer here. This is actually my first professional contract ever.
Oh, great.
I booked a few over COVID, but they obviously got canceled.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm here all summer. So I'm excited to get to know the area. We've been a bit busy in rehearsal, so I'm excited to get out there and start to explore.
Well, James said you had a real good dress rehearsal. So.
Yes, we did. We're excited for tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Now, Kris, Deloris Van Cartier. Tell us a little bit about her.
Deloris is feisty to start off with. She knows what she wants, and Deloris always wins. She has this thing about her that I really love, and that's her drive and her passion for performing, which I also share with her. And she aims for success. That's what she wants, but not at the expense of her happiness. So I really relate a lot to this character because that I kind of see that is the way that my life will be going. But I would not sacrifice my happiness for my career, and I think Deloris has that same morality.
Okay. Now, you go to, or have gone to, or you're still at Baldwin?
Yeah, I'm going to be a junior at Baldwin Wallace in musical theater.
Now, I've noticed through the years here, we've had a lot of people from Baldwin, a lot of people from Western Michigan. So, do you know any of the folks that have been here the last couple of years?
Yeah, I've known a lot of people. I've actually known a lot of people to come through here. I think going back all the way to Joseph, all the way back to Godspell. I've known kids that have come here. So yeah, the boat is just a place where BW kids come to have a
gift
fun
that
little
keeps
summer.
on giving.
It is the gift. It's the gym that keeps on giving contracts.
It keeps on giving jobs.
So, and we will not stop here. This is actually my second year here at the boat.
Okay, yeah, I do remember you from last year.
Yeah.
What shows were you in?
I was in Smokey Joe's outside at the band shell, and then I was all shook up.
Okay. Yep, a couple of good shows from last year. Now, I know there's a lot of good songs in here from a lot of kind of 60s type songs. The Lounge Medley, which is what the instrumental before.
Well, I think you've got the list from the film.
Yeah.
So it's not the same songs as the film. So most of those have been rewritten, but they kind of do the same thing.
Okay.
So it does start in the club with an opening number where Deloris is auditioning for Curtis, who is also her married boyfriend. Yeah, she's getting into some trouble here. So it follows the same trajectory, but all of those songs are going to be original in the musical.
Okay.
And so it's not the same music from the film.
All right, so throw away my notes on that.
But I can tell you they are all just as entertaining.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
What's your favorite song that you are involved
Well, I
with?
have my own song called The Life I Never Led, where Mary Robert discovers in this song all the things that she wants to accomplish in life, because she didn't choose to be in the convent. So she has this whole song. That's definitely my favorite. But as for like ensemble numbers, I think Sunday Morning Fever is like a huge ensemble number with flashy dancing, and it is just a good time. So it's a camaraderie.
I noticed in the movie listing that Sister Mary Robert had someone else singing for her, but you will be singing yourself, huh?
I will be singing everything myself.
Not true.
Okay, and Kris, how about you? What's a couple of your favorite tunes for the night?
Jeez. I'm in most of the show. I would say probably one of my favorite numbers would be Fabulous Baby Reprise. I think that's like kind of one of the turning points in Act 2, where it's kind of choosing the life I want or the life I thought I wanted. So I kind of, I like the song. I think it's
good. Well, I'm sure we will too.
I hope you will.
You will.
I know you will.
All right. Yeah, I love going to the shows here in town.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing the reviews, I think, for 11 years, something like that. So got to see a lot of good plays here, a lot of great actors, actresses.
Yeah.
And Clinton Community Theater, again, is kind of one of Clinton's little lost secrets.
Yeah.
That I think the last few years our shows have really gained a lot in the audience.
Yeah, I mean our season ticket holder numbers jumped by like 150 this year, which that's a lot of new season ticket holders in a theater that only holds 220 people. So we're really fortunate to have the community support on it, and people. I mean, I always hear people say, "Oh yeah, the Showboat, they have plays there. I've never been." And then we try to get them to come and see something for the first time. And, you know, like last year during All Shook Up, people would leave and just say, like, I haven't laughed that hard in so long, and I had no idea how badly I needed that.
Oh, just wait till they come to Sister Act.
Yeah. It's such a great experience. It's not just about come see the show. It's about come out and have a wonderful time and feel good and leave restored and recharged.
And a cast from all over, which I think is the best part.
Yeah.
Now, where do you come from?
I'm from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay.
Cleveland, both of us.
How are you?
It's been a while since I lived there full time, but both of us are from there. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Well, any kind of wrap up I can get from you for the show tonight?
It's gonna be a knee slapper.
Oh, yeah. You have to come see this one. If there's one you got to see, it's Sister Act.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I'll be there tonight.
Wonderful.
That's so exciting.
Opening
And
night.
then tune in tomorrow at 8:30. In our 8:30 news, we'll have my review.
You can also catch it online later if you're still asleep.
Yeah.
Hi. All right.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I know one of my sisters. That's my favorite movie. So she's got her tickets and she'll be there. And,
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I'm excited.
all right. Well, very good. Well, thanks to Kris Lyons and Megan Grace Ludwig, and to James Beaudry for joining us this morning on our Showboat opening preview show.
Thank you for
Thanks,
having us.
Greg. Appreciate it.
You bet. So glad to have you in.
Thank you.